What is going on, guys? It is your boy, and as promised, I'm back with some more theory crafting for custom variations for Mortal Kombat 11 for the people. And today we're discussing how much more broken can upgraded get from where it already is. You guys know I've been a Jacqui main since the game has come out. So since upgraded is so strong, I don't want to hear it. I went through the struggles of first round KO, and if you feel like that's broken too, man, I don't know what to tell you. But it's more broken now, given that custom variations are a thing and the potential of what you can do with upgraded. You guys are gonna hate me for this one, but I gotta do it for the people, for my fellow Jacqui Briggs mains out there. We've got some dirty stuff coming. So for the rest of you, I hope you get ready, and I hope the nerfs matter, because right now I feel like they don't. And if you'd like to talk more about Mortal Kombat, you can feel free to do so over on my Twitch, where I stream 4 days a week, 3 to 4 hours at a time, holding custom NK, no, not custom NK events, but holding Mortal Kombat events 2 times a week. We've got exhibitions on Wednesdays and tournaments on Fridays, where I give money out to the players who win, and it's free to enter. So come take my money. I'm trying to give you guys money. But with that said, let's get into it, and let's discuss something a little fun for me. If you guys are a little confused at the layout, you might be noticing this new little Xbox controller I've got over on the side. Well, Steam has put the base of MK11 on sale for like 20 bucks, I think 25, and it came with Mortal Kombat X, so your boy copped it now that we've got a PC that's strong enough to handle it. And we're gonna go over these variations, but you'll also be able to see my inputs. Now, I am gonna give myself this excuse for dropping these today. I never play on an Xbox One controller. I'm very conditioned to playing on a PS4 pad. So this is gonna be a little, I'm going to need that warm-up period to get used to the difference of this, but I've been going through some trial runs. I can hit my combos for the most part enough to get my point across. I'm going to try to do that for you guys. Hopefully the controller solves the issue of people going, Kev, how do you do this stuff with Jacqui? How do you press all of this stuff? You should be able to see now. So with that said, let's get into how broken upgraded can be. Now, when you're building custom variations for these, you have 3 slots, and the upgraded engine is ideally going to take 2. Because you're going to have your bionic bounce naturally, which will work the same way it always does, and your amplified air shrapnel. So for my first build, I'm going to go over 3 today. I've replaced low ground pound with plasma grenade. If you guys have not played next gen, it's a very Jacqui doesn't have a bad variation, if we're being honest. She just does not. And in next gen, you get access to this dot damage. You'll see it does 10 damage per tick. Look at how much she's getting for standing in that if she can't get out. Now imagine not only standing in this, but standing in this with your back to the wall, and on the other side of you is a Jacqui Briggs player. If that sounds annoying to you, it's because it is annoying. I play Jacqui, I would know. It could be very frustrating. But this is the thing. Not only does this now give her access to dot damage setups where she can continue to pressure you, she can combo into burn damage through her normal combo routes, now making them do more damage. So for example, if we look at a basic combo like this, I am burning Cetrion the entire time. Now I'm going to try to get the optimal B&B, see if I can hit it, because I've been struggling on this controller. Dropped it again. Hold on, we'll get it. You got to give me a minute. Now she's standing at dot damage. Now look, I'm going to throw her, and when she gets up, she'll still be standing at dot damage. And by the time that's all over, you guess whether or not I'll be able to just lob it off again. Not only that, I can amplify to make sure she can't get out and go for more setups. Look at how close to death she is, and I didn't do that much. Also, my combo did about 42% out of the usual 38 to 39 it would do. That's ridiculous. And this is pretty easy to hit. You can confirm combos on people. So let's say you want to go for something like this. Sorry. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't adjust my controls. Hold on, all of these need to be off. Thank you. That's better. Now, and you look at what happens if I get her standing in 2 of these at the same time. You see that double tick that she takes? Pretty dirty, right? So you have setups to get them into situations like that where they're taking, oh my god. Come on, Kevin, this new controller, work it out. 1 forward 1, and she's now standing in 2 of them, getting double ticked for damage. She can get thrown and get double ticked for damage. If we throw her far away enough, guess what? We can just keep threatening her with this damage. If it hits her, it burns her. Now the difference is, if Cetrion is hit, she'll take 6 damage for the initial hit, and like 0.3 damage per tick. But people do tend to panic when they see their inflamed. They don't even necessarily notice. If you look at her life bar, this isn't doing anything to her damage-wise. She's not really taking any burn damage. It's flashing, but look, there's no difference. But the fear is there. And of course, she can stand in this all day, but she can't stand in this all day. That will make it seem real. If you can get your opponent to think that both of the damages equate to the same thing, then any situation where you hit them with a combo, which by the way, you can confirm into. You can confirm into that and keep the burn damage on them. You guess whether or not that's going to put them in a heart attack if they think that's doing the same amount of damage this is doing. They're going to freak out. It's ridiculous. And this is one of 3 builds that I have for Jacqui so far. The freaking goddess that she is. Let's move into another variation build that I have set up. So we're going to go ahead and move this over now to my Muay Thai's variation. You got to forgive the lack of customs. I, of course, just picked this up yesterday. So in this variation, again, we kept the upgraded engine. So this time air shrapnel going to function the same way, which is threatening enough. But we've replaced the ground pound with... Is this the right one? Then let me double check what I replaced it with. Oh, with lethal clinch. There we go. With lethal clinch, which now means that we can combo into lethal clinch, which gives us a second mind game. So now, instead of all these crazy combos we were doing before when we want to end these combos, come on, Kevin, this new controller, we can do it. Just so you guys know, the execution struggle is real. Oh my god, dude, it's... How do you guys play on Xbox One? You Xbox players, how do you do this? Because I am dying out here. Okay, bop, 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 bop. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna give this one more chance and then I'm gonna simplify it if I can't hit it again. Okay, let's just simplify it because I want to get the video out. So we're gonna do this combo. Let's say we don't want to let him out of it. Now we end in lethal clinch. The big thing with this is that we have our 3 combo enders, so the threat is always the KB. We do something else, we back toss them. Once you have that set up, your combo potential, if you can land that elbow crushing blow, and if you guys aren't familiar, the condition for this is to do all 3 enders. So to do knee, to do backwards toss, and then you load up your elbow, which will then crushing blow, right? So let's look at the potential for something like that. Let's say we have that equipped, and you know what? My salty ass is going to try to get the optimal out. Hold on. Okay, bop, bop, into this. Cool. Bop, bop, into knees. And that's not even great timing because I'm not confident enough to try to do the 3 knees on this controller. That threat is always there, and that threat comes out in a lot of situations. Here's another fun one that I always like doing. That becomes a bigger threat when you have this going. No. Refill, that's fine. I want you close to me. I want Cetrion's so pretty, I just want her closer to me. Let's say I land this crushing blow. We get this corner set up. Let's say I land this crushing blow, and we get this corner set up. Ooh, look at that. Now imagine you did it into the right combo route that you prepared for your YouTube video. And we're struggling on the internet. All right, hold on. We're gonna clear this up for you guys. That's not what I needed. It needs to connect. Hold on. God, PC just functions like differently. I have to get used to it. There we go. There we go. Into knees. That's a 50% damage combo when you do it correctly and you don't drop it 800 times. That's possible with custom Jacqui. And the other thing, of course, is the threat of getting tossed into clinch for anything is real. You get side switch now, which normally she only has through having to confirm into 3-3. Ending combos that way. Now, she can special into it, and that side switch not only still side switch for about the same amount of damage, it side switches and loads up a crushing blow. How annoying do you think that can be? So you're dealing with more Jacqui layers than you're used to normally dealing with, and she's constantly giving you the threat of elbow, and she's clinching out of situations. So even if she doesn't have meter, she still has very solid damage because she can launch her off of those shoryus into clinch, load up a KB, throw you to whatever side that she wants. Oh, also she can measure out her crushing blows based on the distance. So you'll see, just to make my point, I'm going to turn easy crushing blows off, so you know that I'm not faking these. If I land, I have an old video on this, I'll info card it. Right here, that's crushing blow range exactly every time. And if you're very solid, you get to the point where you don't need to necessarily do a 4-3 to space it. As a Jacqui player, you'll know right here is where it reaches. And you saw that I turned it off. So you just know that. You have the same thing if she side switches you. Doesn't matter, it's the same spacing. So those are guaranteed if they don't get up for those appropriately. And that's the threat that you're bringing in as a Jacqui Briggs player. Let's look at the next and last variation that I've set up. This is starting to feel like a combat cast. I kind of like these videos. I'm kind of having fun with these. But let's get ourselves out of the corner, okay? Because we are not women of the night. All right, hold on. So I'm going to put myself on the left, and here's natural starter position. And there's a downgraded build that I made. That's the same outfit as the first one because I only have 2 outfits because I haven't played online that much. We give ourselves the air dive bomb. So now we have this tactic to get in. And we also have this tactic to get in, and we can do them out of each other. So you're throwing your Cetrion, and you're throwing projectiles at full screen, mind you. So we're gonna put the distance full screen. Now she's doing these, and we're trying to time them. We can get in for a punish, even though normally what we'd want is to get in this way. If we're not sure, we can get in for punish and cut the distance off. So you don't have to commit now to far bionically to get close enough. You can do normal and dive bomb in if you'd like. There's also the fact, don't forget that dive bomb is one of her armor breaking moves. Now a lot of people who've been using Jacqui customs have been using a hyper knee for the crushing blow, but you get very solid combo extension off of the dive bomb. I'm trying to set us back to default. And I'm going to put the AI on late breakaway just to make it easy for me because my execution isn't what it normally is today. So if I, let's say go for this. Hold on, my brain just farted on me. If I, oh, okay, Kev, come on. New controller, new problems, you know? We go for this. She wants to break away, we can confirm an armor breaker out of that. So there's that threat always. If they're not on time, and you got to think, I know what a lot of people will say too. A lot of people will go, oh, but they could break away so fast. But when you play online, how many players are always fully equipped to break away fast? Also, mind you, how many times have you yourself gotten caught in a launcher and wanted to break away and kept mashing on the thing and it doesn't come out immediately and it comes out later? Well, if that happens to them, that's not your concern. They just got armor broke. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to worry about implementing your strategy. You can also challenge things. If they do wake up 3s, wake up 2s, you're at distance, you can dive bomb on those. Those will armor break and launch, and you're not spending a crushing blow, so you're not concerned about wasting it. You think they're going to armor through something? If someone's dummy enough to play the Terminate variation against you with Terminator, where he armors himself and walks up, and you're playing Jacqui, and you don't dive bomb that son of a gun on sight for doing that, then you're not playing it correctly. But that's, ladies and gentlemen, 3 different custom builds that you can have for Jacqui that are, oh, and we went to the wrong scene because we're a genius. That's 3 custom builds you can have for this character that are just so dirty. They're so, and if there's one thing I like in fighting games, is playing a little dirty. I also need you PC players to step it up for the record, because I practiced some Combat League on this. You guys see that I'm dropping all of my stuff, and I'm on like an 8-win streak, which I never am on PS4. So you PC players need to get it together. I'm coming for you guys. I'm not even on a hidey. Your boy Goombers on the internet. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any ideas for custom variations for Jacqui yourself that you'd like me to check out. Again, I'm trying my best to drop a theory crafting video every day leading up to the ultimate, so I'm not going to cover everybody, but of course as customs come out, this will get me in the habit of understanding how to explain these custom variations to you and bringing up some ideas. So you guys let me know what you think. Check me out on Twitch again, as I already said and I keep saying. More content coming out soon. Glad to spend some time with you guys. Keep playing Mortal Kombat. Get ready. I'm probably going to be going over Rambo first when the DLC comes out because he's the one I'm most excited for. And I'll check you guys then. Much love to you as always. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.